Good morning and happy Monday, my fellow traders, and welcome back, my future millionaires. Guys, we are going to become millionaires one of these days. It's very simple, it's very easy. We just got to follow this very simple strategy, very simple method of just following your strategy, following your trade style, sticking to it, staying disciplined, being patient, having risk management, guys. So, that being said, I have two funded accounts. Two funded accounts. One of them, which is my main, I made 360 last night in the evening trading gold, guys. Let's show you guys our trades and let's show you guys what we had played. So last night we took just two trades, guys. Just two trades. Now we was also in another trade on a challenge account, which has nothing to do with this XFA. So we're gonna talk just about the trade that we took on the XFA to put us up 360.04. So the cool thing is you can actually even see my trade on Friday, which made over $250 on my XFA trading on Friday, taking some nice longs here. As you can see, about two of them, and I sold at the very tippity top. But Monday's trade, which happened last night. Sunday market open to trade Asia session, and you guys can see, this is literally the beginning of market open. 5, 10, 15 minutes of market being open, you can see we do get a little bit of a push. But then, guys, ultimately what happens after reading price action? You can see it sells off, and then I just wait patiently for it to come back to that general area. And boom, this is that general area that I'm talking about, which is a rejection of my resistance level, guys. And look at how the price action, or aka candlesticks, are reading. Nice strong push to this general area, then it kind of rejects. Then it shows another rejection candle. Don't get me wrong, I was already eyeing it here, almost entered here, but then I saw it get a little bit bullish again, and then again another rejection candle. So what do? When you see something like that, all you have to do is set a stop loss above this general area. You believe that it won't get above because you can see, again, all these rejections are literally telling you that they're not getting above. So then again, rejects, boom, enters in, sell one contract, unfortunately, coulda, woulda, shoulda held two, but sold one here for a decent gain and then ended up holding the last one for a sell off here. So guys, this single trade here put me up over $212 on the day here. And then this next trade here, which was just a very simple bounce on this trend line, guys. I even posted in the Discord, hey, gold is touching the trend line here. And guess what? We just entered in for a quick bounce trade. So stall price sell off to here, majorly, long way to downside, another long way to downside, another long way to downside. But I ultimately entered here. Reason why I entered here on this candle is because, again, it's the closest you can get to the general area of support. So I entered in, boom, bounced. Sold one here again just to collect a quick gain, put the next one in break even, and then ended up holding it. And guys, very nice gain there. Now, don't get me wrong, coulda, woulda, shoulda made a little bit more. Maybe it could have been a $400, $500 day, but we're very happy with what we had made. So with that being said, that's one Express account. We don't trade this one since we're using this one as a backup, and then we also have an Express challenge account that we're just having fun with, guys. So we're gonna trade this one today, see what we can make, see how much money we can make, if we do make any money. And so far, this one almost hit break even. It probably is going to happen right now. So I've been in long since last night. As you guys can see, my orders are over here, and I'm still holding this. I just been chop. I'm in chop right now. So I bought 3 contracts, sold. No. So I bought 4 contracts total, guys. 4 contracts total. Sold 4 of them here at this very nice tippity top, and it just held this last one. I'm still holding it, as you guys can see here. So still in this trade, just waiting for it to actually either tap me out at break even or end up pushing all the way back for some new highs again. So that's where we're at right now. For right now, we're gonna put on pause and see what we can do, how much money we can make. So guys, it is a total new day, but guess what, guys? We have freaking killed it. Not only yesterday on our challenge account, but also, again, just to remind you guys, we have 2 funded accounts, one on lockout because we're gonna use it just in case this one blows. And then we have our original funded account that we just trade daily. Yesterday, or no, the other day we made over, Friday we made 250, Monday we made over 360, yesterday we made 2 something or 190 or something like that. And then today, guys, here we are up $89 plus in this last trade here, not last trade, but this one trade on gold. And guys, check out our challenge account, guys. We're about to be funded times 3. We're about to be funded times 3, guys. And then guess what, guys? We're just gonna have fun with these funded accounts. We're gonna risk one, trade nothing but minis on one, and then just keep one just in case they all go south on me. So that being said, just want to give you guys that update, let you guys know how we're killing it. I'm on this trade right here, just very simply a simple trend line break on the 5 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you want to call it. It's all time frames, and yeah, just gonna see what it does here. So put it on pause for now. Most likely we'll get stopped out, and if I do, of course, I'll show you guys and have a stop loss at 50. So worst case scenario, I still make at least like $39. Bro, no freaking way that just happened. Guys, I literally just finished my live trading session and showed myself trading this breakout twice because I got stopped out here on this pullback. Then I re-entered on the breakout back above and ended up hitting price target at this area, trying to hold and sell one and scaling out. Guys, I recorded my whole session for well over 10 minutes and the files got corrupted. Literally have no access to them. I'll show you guys here. I can't even hit play. I can't even review it. I can't even edit it. I literally sat there and recorded this whole trading session to show you guys how I'm up over $221 on Tuesday. Mind you, on the last previous video, guys, I just showed you guys that we have 2 funded accounts, one that I'm not touching just in case for backup, one that I'm using right now, and also another one which is just a challenge account. Guys, we just killed it on this XFA, showing you guys how I made $221 just trading this very simple trendline breakout. Look at this. Check it out. I try to enter here. I saw some nice 80-ish, 90-ish dollar gains and ended up pulling all the way back down to stop me out. Then you see this long way camera type candle to the upside or to the downside, indicating that buyer stepping in. Boom, nice push. Nice push to the next resistance level, which is my price target. And now it's most likely going to just continue on up all day. So with that being said, guys, this is the 3rd day recording in one single video. On this day here, guys, I want to show you guys something because a lot of people in my Discord, and plus this is something I've been talking about for a couple of days. And this is also just a topic that I always try to cover every single day. I feel like nobody covers this when it comes to trading and when it comes to losses. So as you guys can see here, I have my contracts turned on. So you guys can see every single trade I've ever taken on gold. And you guys can see I actually wait patiently for some trades. This is the 5-minute time frame, and I want to go over a couple of trades here. So very similarly to what just happened in the previous trade that I just took, I want to go over these 2 trades real quick because I keep trying to tell people not only do you have to capture dip entries, which is an entry right here, you guys can see it. I took a 1 entry right here on this dip here, but look what happens. It goes in profits in my favor up over 80, 90-ish dollars. Then it pulls all the way back and stops me out. What do? I identify price action, or in general, I watch price action and watch what the candlesticks are doing. You can see a nice long hammer candle here, another long dip entry, then a strong push candle. You guys can see my entry, 3 contracts at 944.1. Let's look at where 944.1 is. 944.1 is right here. So not only did I not even capture a pretty decent dip, but also I kind of almost chased it in a way. But you look at how I entered in again, almost on the same trade idea, a dip entry and a dip entry push. But on the second trade, it ends up going majorly in profits and even hitting price target, which if you guys watched my most previous video, or if you're in my Discord, you guys will have saw that I've been posting that my price target was here, and that price target was a $200 gain. One thing that I keep trying to tell people is you cannot have a risk to reward that looks like something like this. You cannot try to gain $50 and then only lose $50. You have to at least shoot for a decent price target and have a small stop. So let's just talk real quickly about this first trade here. So you can see, if that was my price target and my stop loss is only about $50, you can see why I got stopped out. Then let's move this to the next trade. Next trade entry was right around here. And again, you can see very simply, stop loss, had it pulled all the way back to stop loss, I would have got stopped out. But in this case, it ended up pushing all the way to price target. Boom. Nice trade there. Now, this is here today. I want to go over something. My first trade that I took was a loss of $65. I set a stop loss on this entry here of $65. And let's talk about it real quick, because right after that, a next trade ended up putting me well over $200 on a single trade. So you can see this breakdown here, which is very simply, all I'm doing is following my trade style. A nice breakdown here, then a nice retest entry around here. All I did was enter for a short position to the downside, but you can see it literally goes and stops me out on this candle here. So what do I do next? I literally don't do anything. I don't try to trade it again. I just watch price action. You can see it does end up going back below, but I don't beat myself up for that. I just watch price action, ends up buyer stepping in, and here it gets bullish. Then ultimately, again, watching price action again, breaks this trend line to the downside for a nice break above. And what's the setup here? The setup very simply is a break and retest trade. Again, breakout, here's a retest entry, pushes on up to price target, or not price target just yet, but it pushes on up to profits, comes all the way back down almost to entry. No reason to get out, and let's very simply put on some brackets real quick. So if your entry was here, which is that's where my entry was, and you can see my exit was very at the tippity top, which is amazing. But again, let's just very simply say my stop loss was $30 or even $50. If I enter this trade here, mind you, I just took a loss right here. Second trade, break and retest strategy, same setup, except to the upside instead of the downside. Break and retest, enter in on my entry. Yes, it goes up in profits.
but it pulls back just a little bit, almost scares me out. This is where traders get scared, and this is where I also, even myself, am learning to hold. But I did hold. Pushes all the way up to price target, hits $200, and I sell. So again, that's all you have to do. Don't get me wrong, it's very difficult to do your absolute best, and it's easier said than done. But all you have to do is trade specifically to your own trade style. I don't trade ICT. I don't trade anything else other than break and retest to either upside or downside. Yes, you're going to lose. For an example, I just took a loss right here. As you guys can see, I just tried to put an example. But again, I took a loss right there. And then the second trade, boom. Same thing over here. Let me do what I just did right there. So you can see the first one lost, second trade, boom, profits. First one lost, second trade, boom, profits. That's how simple it is. Now, of course, easier said than done, but I do it all the time. All you have to do is find a proper entry. That's it. That's all you guys have to do. Follow to your own trading strategy. Follow to your own style. Out of 5 trades that you take, that is your own trading strategy. 5 trades. Do you really think out of all 5 of those trade setups, if they're A1, are going to lose? Even if 3 of those lose, you should still be able to make all your money back, or at least break even off 2 wins if you have proper risk reward, which is what I just showed you guys right here. Because again, this trade lost. I lost money on this trade, but the second trade was a win. And not only did it recover more than it lost, but even recovered 3 times that to put me up over $200. Same thing with this trade here. This first trade, I was down $60. For me to be up over $200, that means I have to be up over $260 on this trade. So I'm willing to lose 60 to try to gain 260. I mean, who's willing to do that? That's how simple it is. But of course, all you have to do is level 1, find a proper trade setup. Level 2 is what I just identified and telling you guys, which is the difficult part, and it's holding and trying your absolute best to gain that reward. 2 days within one video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm going to start recording my trades every single time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one.